Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be jumping back into all conversations about hair loss, hair systems, hair. Today we're going to be taking a look at a video that I found online, and specifically actually the conversation that happened below, because it's just fascinating to me. Some of the things that people say, some of the things that people hear when other people are talking. It's wild. So I'm gonna probably say some stuff that will probably offend some people, X, Y, and Z, but I'm gonna try to be as nice as possible about it. All right, so this video right here is from a new YouTube channel that has popped up recently, which I'd love to get an interview with you, hair system review expert. If you want to come on the channel, I'll probably reach out as well. But it's called Dating with a Hair System. What do girls think of it? So this follows this gentleman and his girlfriend. And talks a little bit about what she thought about his hair system, if she knew that it was a hair system. Like they started dating, she didn't know. She asked what the hair was, and he said it was a hair system, and it explains how it's actually a really interesting conversation if you look at the dynamics, because he thought she was asking if it was a hair system when she didn't even know. She just felt like there was a different texture in his hair, and she didn't know what was going on. She just asked, or at least that's what she says. And I believe her. But later in the conversation talks about, hey, do you think I look better with hair? All those kind of like really great questions. It's a good conversation. You should check it out. I think it was a fun listen. But what was really interesting was actually the conversation below it down in the comments. Like, just comments, man, are fascinating to me. Nice comment right here. You guys are really nice. What a good idea to get some feedback from your girlfriend. I have hair transplants and always told women I've dated I was wondering about hair systems. Good discussion. That's cool. Adam comes in, says loves it. That's cool. And then it gets really interesting down here. So this viewer says, do not ever let her see you without a hair system. No matter what she says now, her impression will change of you if she sees you bald. Trust me. And in general, we men should stop looking for women's approval all the time. We should be less concerned about what women think about our decisions when we know it is improving us. Okay. And then it just keeps on going on. Like there's so much fascinating stuff, which I'm gonna talk about in a second, but I just want to address that first one. So what Max is saying right there is, don't let her see you with a hair system. No matter what she says, her impression of you will change. Trust me, but we need to be less concerned with what women think as men in this world. We care too much about what other women think of us, which to me, I don't know. It's a fascinating comment, because it's like, don't trust a woman ever. Don't let her see you. Like they're, and then also, but we need to care less about what women think. So there's like some disconnected thought processes just in this one comment. And to me, it sounds like someone who's been hurt by their own hair loss potentially, or some woman that has hurt this man, which I'm sad about, and I don't want to see that. But it's just fascinating, the psychology, and I'll kind of wrap up my thoughts as I kind of go through some of these other comments and tie it all together for you why I'm making this video. And then there's like comments like this: man, she is a beaut. Talk about extra hot. A razor look never got me a Playboy model like this guy has. Please tell me the hair system company you buy from. That's just fascinating to me. Bald Cafe should take note. This guy has a hot girlfriend, and his hair system is to thank. You think you get a girl that hot bald? Dream on. Then this, I think I've seen this username pop up multiple times, but I can tell you as a woman, men without hair do not get hot women. This guy shows why hair systems are a must for most or balding men. Most women, and I mean most, will never date a bald guy, plus jobs are less paying without hair. So live and learn. If you are balding, you need a hair system or you will be a loser. Hair is a must. Crazy stuff to me. So let's go over why I made this video, why I think that this is worth noting, and why we have to have a conversation about this. So, okay, first, let me clarify something. If you get a hair system for anybody else, whether it's to impress a woman, to get women, to get friends, anything like that, you're already setting yourself up to fail. You are setting yourself up to fail, because getting a hair system, doing anything for another person, is not something you can sustain long term. You can't keep a job to impress a person for the rest of your life. You can't lose weight for another person. You can't get fit for another person. You can't make money for another person. You can't do all of these things to impress people. You will burn out, and your source of motivation is entirely external. meaning that you don't have that internal locus of control. You are controlled by factors outside of your own internal world. Now, if we switch all of those things around to, I want to get a hair system because it makes me feel better. I feel like I need to handle my hair loss so I can feel more confident as a person. I need to get a hair system because hair is part of my identity. That is something that I desire. It's a different conversation. I want to get fit because I want to feel better about myself. I want to feel healthier. I want to feel more in shape. I want to feel less pains and aches. I want these things for myself, more sustainable. I want to change my diet so that way I have more nutritionally sound food in my diet. I want to eat better food because it is going to help me feel better in the long run. I want to make more money so that way I can do more things. All of these statements, when we refocus on things that what we want, what we need, as opposed to what others want, what others need, can allow us to sustain making choices, and it gives us insight into if something is truly being done for us. This whole conversation going on in these comments right here is just so toxic, right? Like, it's all boiling down to if you can get women, if women care about you having a hair system, how women will think about you. It's all about what other people think about you. I don't hear anybody in this conversation saying like, well, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel whole. It makes me feel like I'm more confident. It's all, well, other people think this. Well, other people think that. Well, you can't control what other people think. If someone doesn't like you because you don't have hair, they will probably also not like you for some other reason because they're just if you like yourself and you do things for yourself to like yourself more, like that's sustainable. Focusing on what other people like is not sustainable. You can't control what they like. What they like might change. You might get a hair system for somebody and they might decide next week that I like bald people. It's just the way things go. So this type of behavior is like really, really unhealthy, and it's something that we need to talk about a lot inside of the hair system community, because here's the thing, this is a stigmatized conversation. It is something that we don't get to address a lot in society, and there are people that think less about those with hair loss. So that is a reality. The difference between me saying I need hair because other people look down on me and I need hair because I want to feel better about myself, it may sound subtle, but it makes the world of difference. It is true that there's stigma out there. It is true that it is something that people don't talk about, and people do make fun of those that have hair loss. People make fun of those that have sexual problems, right? Like, people make fun of people, and that's wrong. That is something that's unhealthy. That is something that, you know, I don't know, I can't change probably in my lifetime, but what I can change is if I make healthy decisions for myself, if I help you make healthy decisions for yourself, not for me, but for yourself, those are things that are sustainable. Those are things that have longevity, that actually will help you grow as a person into someone that can change their world around them to have it be healthier and be more what they want. Anyways, this is just a rant because like I see this type of conversation go on all the time about like, if women like it, what women will think, like if women won't accept us without hair, like all this stuff is absolute BS. And guess what? Someone that's good in your life is going to be with you through many different things. Whether you have a pimple on your nose, whether you lose some hair, whether you, have a surgery, things like that. Someone that's going to support you is going to support you. It's as simple as that.